Your Grace, what are we reading today?
Oh, I'm just reading some of the same, you know. 1 of 7 of 13 of 110, the Earth, and Armageddon being 1 of 1 of 4 of 5 of 6 of 0. You're 3, you're 6, and your Stairway to Heaven, you're 9.
The Book of the Mother, Your Holiness. Chapter 3, verse 12.
Chapter 3, verse 12. Well, ain't that interesting? See that this is a 17 by 5 grid. 17 times 5 is 85. We must include the 1 by 5 of Armageddon. 85 plus 5 is 90. We only solve for one quadrant. We have to understand that we're looking at a circled X. And a circled X is equal to a 10 plus a 1 for the 0th dimensional singularity plus a 1 for the circle around it. We have to understand that it's on a page. Assuming that the page is the x-plane, a circled x is really a 13. Now 90 plus 13 is 103. That's in the x-plane. So we have to multiply it by the x, y, and z, or 3 to get 309, and add 3 x, y, and z to get 312, which is a circle 311.
Chapter 3, verse 12.
You know that stuff.
As water rounds the stones, smoothing
what was jagged, so does a woman's love calm a man's brute nature.
Now understanding Armageddon is 1 of 1 of 4 of 5 of 6 of 0 is almost equivalent to saying Armageddon is 3, 4, 5, 6, because the circle, the 1, and the 0 are equal to 3, 4, 5, 6 are left. Move the top up, 45, 3, 6, there's your 3, 6, and 9, and your 1 by 5.
A wife salves her husband's wounds, a mother sings her son to sleep.
You learn quickly.
Now we have to understand 3, the 484, makes 4, a dot, makes 5, a circle, or the 5 is your E, makes 6, which are going to be your E plus the 1 around it, which is 5 plus 1 is 6, and you're going to add that to your H. H plus 6 is N. 3 makes 4, makes 5, makes 6. Is the, education of Armageddon?
And there are some who know every verse of the sacred text, but don't have a drop of the Mother's mercy in their blood.
In my last video I showed you how I went from this to this, okay? And then how that is not equivalent to Dan, it is not equivalent to DNA, and is not equivalent to Adam.
And savages who can't read at all, who understand the Father's wisdom.
If we depict creation properly, this is going to go to this, a din, which is kind of like a dino, which is definitely not dim, because 14 minus 1 is an M. So I don't think we're dim here.
For years I pretended to love the poor, the afflicted. I had pity for them, but I never loved them. They disgusted me.
They are hard to love.
Here's what I've been working on. Okay, if we know that 1 of 1 of 4 of 5 of 6 of 0 is equivalent to 3, 4, 5, 6, which is equivalent to this, which is equivalent to this, which is equivalent to this pretty much, okay? If you read it backwards, okay, you're going to get that. Take the circle away, you're going to get that. Hey look, you're 7, 4, and you're 55. What's a circled dot? Now if a dot's a V, a circled V will be what? A 6. Hey, look at that. There's your 1 of 7 of 13. Where's your 110? 7 plus 6 plus 42 plus 55 is 110. Interesting. So it looks like it's making a V, where your 4 is actually a 1 and a 3, or 31, or 13.
The poor disgust us because they are us, shorn of our illusions.
So once we leave this understanding, okay, you're 1 of 7 of 13 of 110, we still have to account for a 3, 7, and 9. So our 3, 7, and 9, these are going to be our 3, okay? Our building blocks, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 7 times 4, 13 times 4, and 110 times 4 because of this stuff down here. 7 times 4, 13 times 4, and 110 times 4. Okay? I'm going to get that stuff. I'm also going to take... Okay, so I multiply everything by 4. I'm going to multiply everything by 28 as well. And I'm going to multiply 110 by 52. Now the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I'm also going to add 7 and 13 because they're kind of important building blocks of the L. So now if we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things, which are all circled in red here. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You add them all up, you're going to get 9,900. But we made two L's. We made a 6, 7, 4 and a 6, 7, 55, 4. So we're going to add 50 and 50. And we're going to get 10,000, which is what? Definition of the sixth dimension? You tell me. Okay? There's my work. You add it up.
They show us what we'd look like without our fine clothes, how we'd smell without perfume.